Hello, Buddy Crow here, and just a quick video about E3 that I wasn't originally going to make. I figured I'd make a quick short one. In fact, I watched the Microsoft, Sony, and the Nintendo Direct, so that's all I can really speak about. I totally skipped the Electronic Arts and Ubisoft one, because really the top three ones were the only ones I was interested in, as I am only interested in every year. I really didn't know what to expect, and I'm not going to cover everything or a lot of most of anything. All I want to do is really the one thing from each conference or Nintendo Direct that stuck out in my mind. Just one thing. Now, the Microsoft one I watched at work. That being said, I missed about 15 minutes of the beginning of it, and I was working while I was watching it. So, I was kind of I didn't have my eyes glued to the screen. I was kind of listening to it, and if something caught my attention, I looked. But the one thing that stuck out of my mind about the Microsoft press conference was, what was it called? Project Spark. Apparently this was something they had last year, I think, from what I was reading, but I don't remember it all. But the thing that sticks out in my mind with Project Spark was the fact that they brought out Conquer. So Project Spark, they're showing like, oh, you could create your own game worlds and everything like that. And really, I don't care about creating my own game worlds or game or anything. But then the whole thing looked kind of cheesy to me. And at the end, they had some squirrels running across the screen. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day runs out and chainsaws the Project Spark logo in half. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, this whole Project Spark thing was just the fake trailer to lead up to a Conquer Bad Fur Day, a new Conquer game. And I'm like, that's pretty cool that they would do something like that. And then it's revealed that it was, oh, no, it had nothing to do with Conquer's Bad Fur Day, and Conquer's not really getting a new game. But you could put him in the game that you create, or something like that. So I was like, wow, that's a big slap in the face to anybody that wanted an actual new Conquer game. Because Conquer's like, oh, well, I guess we'll have to make our own game. Like, okay, it's bad enough that they're not making an actual real Conquer game. But now they're just letting any Yahoo put Conquer in a game that they're creating. So instead of one really good Conquer game, we're going to get thousands of crappy user-made games with Conquer in it. So that just seems like it just seemed like a really crap move on Microsoft's part. In fact, I wouldn't have even cared if they had included it, but didn't mention it at all at E3. They shouldn't have even mentioned it. And I would have had to talk about something else. But the fact that they put Conquer in there, it's like, hey, it's been 10 years since my last game. And they're like, well, guess we'll have to make our own game. What the hell was that about? It just blows my mind that they would do that. Otherwise, the whole Microsoft thing was ho-hum, to me at least. People I sure got excited about Halo, but I don't care about Halo. And, every game, to me, and this goes for the other conferences in general, it's usually the same games year after year after year, the same type of games. The AAA games, the really, like Call of Duty and all that stuff. I mean, the same thing we see every year. I mean, why should I get excited over that? Anyway, moving on. Next one was Sony's. That was later Monday. And I had actually missed the first 15 minutes of that one, too, because I was out eating dinner. Came back, and it started at 8 o'clock my time, but about 8:15. If you're hearing a weird noise, that's my windshield wipers. It's raining. So I started watching it, and I was doing other things. I was hooking up a USB to Ethernet adapter on the Wii U. I was upgrading a Switch. Whoa, my foot slipped on the brake there. I was updating a Switch from, I had a 5-port one. I was upgrading it to a gigabit 8 switch one, just so I would have more stuff to plug in if I needed it. And then I kind of wanted to play Mario Kart 8, but I figured I'd watch the rest of the Sony one. And really, they had some cool games, I guess. I guess there was Mortal Kombat and the Batman. But again, those are not Sony exclusives. The one thing that sticks out in my mind from Sony's, I guess, is the PlayStation TV thing, which is really just a Vita that you hook up to the TV. And it's $99. What I expected. This thing's out in Japan already, but I was kind of interested in that just so I could play my Vita games on the TV. I don't know if I'd actually get one or not. I might. I mean, it's cheap enough. But whenever that comes out, I might get that just so I could play Vita games on my TV. Really not too much to say there. Otherwise, again, Sony was ho-hum. And again, okay, last one I'll talk about is the Nintendo Direct at E3, I guess. And I suppose throughout the day they're announcing all new games and stuff like that. But I'm just going to talk about that. I guess there was like a 45-minute video, and thank God it was half as short as the Microsoft and Sony one, because I feel those were just way too long. Nintendo's one, it wasn't a stage, it was a video, so everything got right to the point. And it got some cool sketches and stuff in there, and I thought that was pretty cool. The one thing that really sticks out in my mind is the Amiibo. Basically, the Skylanders with Nintendo characters. Now, obviously something that's been done before with Skylanders, and also with the Disney ones. I can't remember what the Disney Universe, whatever that's called. But I kind of wanted to get into those, but I'm just not interested in the Skylanders games, and I'm definitely not interested in the Disney ones. So to have the Nintendo version of them and to have them work with multiple games, that I found really interesting. And I had no idea. I really had no clue that the Wii U gamepad had that NFC connection on it. I really did not know. In fact, I was playing around with the Wii U yesterday, like I said, hooking in the Ethernet cord. I'm looking at that big empty space on the Wii pad. Like, I wonder if this is anything. It made no sense. And now it does make sense. So, we do collect a lot of figurines, I guess, Nintendo especially. I might splice in some footage of Entertainment Center on our Entertainment Center in the living room, because my wife went hog wild with that stuff. We got tons of stuff figurines, and it'd be nice to have stuff where it works with like Mario Kart and it works with Super Smash Brothers. Not stuff you actually need for the game, but like a little kind of bonus feature, I think, to save some data. Like I think with Super Smash Brothers. I just call it Brawl. But Super Smash Brothers saves some fighting data, AI to fight against. And I'm guessing with Mario Kart 8, it might be used with time trials or something. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, just the figurines. I don't know. I have a feeling that I'd want to collect them all, but we'll see how that goes, depending on how they're priced. Couldn't imagine them costing. If I had to guess, they'd cost between like $10 and $15 a piece. Any higher than that, I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, that's really all I had to talk about. Obviously, there was a lot more stuff at Nintendo's event. In fact, Nintendo's was the most interesting because everything they had to show, I kept wanting to stop. I kept wanting to stop working and just watch what they had to say. In fact, I might have to watch that again later today and direct all my attention to it, because it was really interesting. But those Amiibo, that's another thing. Why Amiibo? I didn't like the name of it. That's the only thing I didn't like about Amiibo. Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, this video is actually a little bit longer than I thought. I just wanted to do a video with E3 really quick. One thing from each conference: Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. That's all. I'm on my way home. I'll edit this up when I get home. I'll see y'all when I get home. No, you won't. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.